Welcome to the Calyrex Game Corner's Pokemon D&D campaign, featuring Cindy, a young vagabond from the Hoenn region with pyromaniac tendencies, Gimli, a stocky, burly miner from Sinnoh looking for his lost son, Elodie, an enthusiastic foodie and baker from Kalos, and Schmidt, an enigmatic man from Johto with a duck. My name is Rich, and I'm the Game Master, and this is Dunsparce and Drampa. Ahoy, Quacko Packo! Where last we left off, the gang obtained their very own rental maritime vessel, a moderately sized sailboat ceremoniously named Deez Nuts, painted white with special rapid deploy sails with a slightly fortified hull and a projectile focus at the bow in efforts to travel to Dewford Town, an island community deep within the Hoenn Ocean. With Gimli as the trusty rigger, Elodie as the faultless navigator, Cindy as the spontaneous mate, and Schmidt as the responsible captain, there was no world where anything could go wrong during this voyage. That is, until the Sharpedo attack due to an unfortunate navigational error. Now, zooming in a direction that is hopefully southward through Route 105, the Packo are in the midst of combat versus a shiver of Sharpedo. Having successfully eliminated 3 of the offending shark Pokemon, only 4 remain. 1 at stern, 2 at port, 1 at starboard, and 1 uniquely colored one presumed to be the leader at bow. The Sharpedo have gnawed at the hull of the ship, bringing it to under half of its maximum integrity. The Sharpedo at the sides of the ship are badly hurt, the one at stern is untouched, and the leader at bow has taken some damage. The most recent in initiative order was the Sharks. You are welcome to discuss your strategy and your thoughts. Otherwise, it is currently Elodie's turn.
So I would like to... So I mimicked Dazzling Gleam on Key Lime. So I now have Dazzling Gleam as a move that Key Lime can use. And I would now like to use it.
Okay.
Can you do a quick rundown of where the Sharpedos are positioned again?
I'll do the classic take a photo of my notes, and
Fabulous.
That should help.
It
might only complicate things, but it should help.
So who's catching the shiny one?
I mean, I'm good. I have my shiny.
The circles that are not X'd out are the remaining Sharpedos. I have their HPs written somewhere else. I don't want you to know them.
I mean, fair.
Darn. No, I'm kidding.
And there's like a little notes, like a question mark and a P, and you can just ignore that. That's fine. I will describe to you the ones on the sides have taken a lot of damage. The one on the top took a critical hit Dark Pulse, but that's it. And then the one on the bottom took nothing.
Cool. Let me look at the range of Dazzling Gleam. So Dazzling Gleam is a 20-foot cone. Could I hit both of the ones that are on the left side?
Yeah, if you back up. If you go to starboard and launch it, it will hit both.
I shall do that.
We will not worry about friendly fire in this situation because I'm assuming everyone can move about. No one is like injured or anything, so
right.
You're fine. So yeah, please attack the 2 Sharpedo on the port side. What is the save?
It is 16 for Cabbage. I don't know if that changes for Key Lime.
Oh, they're both using it?
No,
you
I mimicked
That's
it.
Right.
Yeah, from Cabbage.
Correct. Oh, yeah, you need to know.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I was just like waiting for you to math it, and I was like, no, I have that information. So sorry. For Key Lime, it is a DC 14 save, and it deals 2d8 plus 5 damage.
2d8 plus 5. Okay.
Yeah.
I will
so
write
sorry.
that on my end. No worries.
You didn't remember that over a month? Come on.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
actually.
Huge brain. So they have to make DC 14 charisma save.
Great.
2 lads.
Top one passes. Bottom one passes. They both got a 16. Still taking super effective damage.
Of course. So they're just taking normal damage, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to math it that way, yes.
Fabulous. It was a fabulous roll.
Yes.
By the way. 7 and an 8. So that's
15.
20?
Oh, plus 5, 20. Yeah. Good freaking roll.
Let's go!
Key Lime summons a dazzling gleam from her robotic exterior. It meets with the eyes of the Sharpedo on the port side, and the one on the northern side that seemed confused, its eyes turns to X's and it flops on its belly and it drifts past the ship because it has been knocked out. The lower one on the port side hangs in there with a little bit of HP, and it's only more enraged at this point. Very good. You have more things you can do with your turn.
Fabulous. Could I copycat that Dazzling Gleam with Aubergine?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Why the heck
Fabulous.
not?
Why not, man?
Just get me to
Truly.
make more Dazzling Gleam formula checks, but I don't mind. I don't mind at all. It's not a big deal.
All right, I will do that to. Could I conceivably get? You said this, so the lower one on the left side survived. Could I conceivably get the lower one on the left side and the back one?
Yeah, if you just position it around, I could totally see that happen.
Moving.
Yeah, no, you have the liberty in this type of combat to be doing that maneuver. That is fine.
Fabulous. I shall do that.
Okay. Rolling their saves. For the port side, a natural 2. For the stern, I'm remembering my lingo, a natural 1. So they get critically hit. They rolled very poorly.
Fabulous.
So maximum damage on the port one, and you can get your crit damage on the stern one.
So 14 plus 24 is 38, and then plus the bonus, which was 3, is 41.
1.
Yeah.
Okay, 41 to the 1, and then plus 3, 17 to the one that I did not crit.
On the port side. Perfect. Elodie opens up this part of the combat with kind of like a dance routine almost. Key lime goes in, shines some lights into the sharks. They get all confuzzled. Steps back, reorients her position. Aubergine does a sick backflip, shoots off some lights, and as such, deals immense damage to 2 of the remaining sharks. The one on the port side, knocked out, joins its brethren floating in the flotsam, and the one at stern side, for the first time taking damage, being a critical hit, taking incredible damage, not being knocked out, but it is grumpy. There are 3 sharks remaining, and unless Elodie has bonus actions, this is the end of her turn.
Yes. The one that is not knocked out, it failed by 5 or more, I believe, so it is blinded for a round.
That is correct. Blind shark, not great.
Blinded. And as for me, I'm having a good time. Let's spend another Elodie's party time as a bonus action. And we'll give that, I believe I gave one to Schmidt last time. I don't remember whether or not you used it, but I will give it to Cindy this time.
Hell yeah.
Perfect.
That's the you up the dice.
Yes, so that is a 1d8 that you can use as you please.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's not decorate. Got it.
No, yeah. There you go.
Very cool. All right. Thank you, Elodie. We are now on Gimli.
Okay, let me assess. The leader's kind of far out, right?
15 feet. 15 feet.
Okay, not that far out. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Can you use earthquake in the ocean?
Yeah, if only I could reach that far. Trevor, go in the ocean.
It's like the
Remember
Torkoal
your
gif,
trading.
like jumping off the boat. You know?
Doesn't that cause like a tidal wave on like a shore?
That's generally how that happens, yeah.
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 Sounds like not our problem.
God damn.
The Quacko
That's-
Packo are at it again.
Oh,
natural
it's chaos at all
disasters.
times.
That's real fucked up.
Truly, actually fucked up. So I guess I'll go for probably a rock slide onto the leader with Trevor. So it would be a DC 18 strength save.
All right. And this is Trevor, correct?
This is Trevor.
They roll a natural 4. They will not be passing that save.
Okay. So how would this work in the ocean? They're prone, but they're sharks in the water.
It's harder to be knocked prone in the water, but
Right.
Uh,
I think
You could
Yeah,
like, drop
well-
their movement or something.
yeah, we will it makes really no sense to give them a proper prone condition, but we will just say that they have roll a d4.
A 3.
We will give them +4 to hit when you attack them, or -4 on their saves for this next round. Does that work?
You said +4 to hit.
Not
for
like
when-
not
if we
for
go
them,
hit
like when you
If we
attack
go
them.
hit them.
If you're
I
allies,
understand.
yeah. I'm not giving them bonus.
My brain farted for a second. I was like, "Is that right?"
No.
Yeah.
Sorry, I also could have explained it better.
That's all right.
So it's not quite advantage, but it still is like something. We'll say that you bonked their fin or something, if
Yeah.
that works.
Yeah, damage is 31.
Whoa, nice. Big hit. Trevor's strong.
Mm-hmm.
Who would have thought?
Yeah, 2d12 plus 12 is a lot of damage.
Yeah. Great hit. Trevor threw some rocks over at the leader Sharpedo, and it collapses on top of the shark, and it dips into the water and comes back up, and it seems disoriented. Great work for Trevor. What else for Gimli?
How close is the other sharks? Are like right? Are they still on the like attacking the ship directly?
There's only 3 left. The one on the starboard side is like right next to the ship. I mean, they're not attacking right now, but they did just get finished chewing on it.
Okay.
But the bow and stern ones did disengage. They were both 15 feet away, where the one on the starboard side, is probably like 5 feet from the ship. You could smack it if you wanted.
Oh, because I wanted to shovel bonk it.
Oh yeah, you can do that.
All right. So improvised attack from Gimli.
Yeah.
Bonking the dude. 17.
17 does break their armor class. Please roll me a shovel attack.
21.
Yeah, hell yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah, I rolled pretty good on the D10s.
Gimli bonks a shark over the head with a shovel. It kind of chips into its fin in a nasty way, and it seems like that this particular Sharpedo does not have much energy left. It is not doing very well. These sharks are looking pretty beat up, but so is the ship, so it's only a matter of time. Any bonus actions for Gimli?
I'll let Trevor Mountain's Call.
Oh, okay.
So again, as a free action, Trevor roars, compels all hostile units within 60 feet, which will be pretty much all the sharks, to make a strength 18 save. If on failure, their next turn of initiative, they can take no action that isn't moving towards Trevor and attacking Trevor. But Trevor's on the ship, so they have to jump out of the water to attack Trevor, which is probably means that they have to roll like some kind of weird acrobatics dex thing to actually hit Trevor, because they can't actually bite Trevor and they won't bite the ship.
Correct. They have demonstrated their ability to leap out when they attacked Cabbage. However, yes, this is going to be bad for them. DC 18 strength checks coming through for the 3 remaining sharks. At the bow, they get a dirty 20.
Mm-hmm.
At port, they get a dirty 13. At stern, they get a natural 20.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe only the port shark has been influenced. They are strong little sharks.
It's 60 feet, so that should include the other sharks that have retreated 15 feet away.
Yeah, I listed 3. There's 3 sharks.
Oh, there's only 3 sharks left? Okay.
Yeah. You guys have been killing it.
Okay, neato.
Yeah.
I'm going to harden as well, just for posterity.
Sure, great. That brings us to Schmidt. Hey, Schmidt.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. You're on Deez Nuts. You got 3 sharks in the water. What's your plan?
I hate that I'm on these nuts.
Didn't you name it that?
No, I didn't.
That was me.
That was
and
They
me.
even went out of the way to say, for the record, this Deez Nuts joke was not my doing.
Okay, yeah. Thank you for clarifying.
Yeah, you're taking the blame.
You know, as
You make
captain,
one Deez Nuts joke, you make them all.
Right.
as captain, it could be like within your interest to hold a forum or a council regarding the name of the ship. I don't know if that's the best way to spend your time in initiative, but it is probably something you could do.
Actually, yeah, let's do that right now in the middle of the fight.
Okay, great. Only the top, middle right, and bottom Sharpedo remain.
It was just Jessica and Quacko out, right?
To my
If I
knowledge,
remember.
yes.
I can attack with both, right?
Yep. You get 2
The one on
actions.
top, I want to Revelation Dance.
Okay. You are welcome to. They're going to be easier to hit thanks to the rock slide that Trevor hit earlier. So you may roll to hit.
Dirty 19.
That does in fact connect. And you are the fighting type dancer now, correct?
It is the fighting, yes.
All right.
Woo!
Do you have any flavor for not only the dance, but like for the attack itself?
Man. Yeah, I don't know. Because I think historically we had it be like mid-champ ult from Unite.
Yeah.
Or just ran up and just kind of like punched and kicked a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How do we do that on the water?
The fist just manifests, dude.
Oh, okay. No. It like flies over the Sharpedo and then jumps on top of it and then is doing the punching and kicking and stuff while it's like dragging it underwater.
Holy shit. That's badass. Roll your damage. Super effective.
That is 50 points even of fighting type damage.
Impressive. Very, very good. Yeah, Jessica does exactly as you described. Jumps into the water and auras into the leader Sharpedo, dragging it under the water. And as Jessica leaps out of the sea back onto the ship, the Sharpedo at the front is on its belly and beginning to drift away. There is another shark still remaining, 2 of them, actually. Please continue with your turn. You have 1 more action and bonus actions if you so wish.
Yep, I've got a good old leaf blade going into the one behind us.
Okay. Coming off of Packo, correct?
Yes.
Please roll to hit.
Oh, wait, that's a natural 19, so that's a crit.
That sure is. We'd love to see it from Packo. What is that base crit damage? I'm wondering. It's super effective, so...
3d8 plus 4 is the formula.
Okay, so it's 6d8 by default for crit damage. This thing's knocked out. You don't have to calc math. That's a fuck ton of damage. Yeah. Packo also leaping off the opposite end of the ship. I like to imagine that Packo gives this command that Schmidt gives this command, and Schmidt is a high enough level trainer. He's level 10. You know, he's been around the block. He's got some badges. I like to picture in my head that both these birds accomplish these feats at the same time. Like one goes bow and one goes stern, and they jump off the ship and a bunch of combat, and then boom, 2 sharks just like that defeated. Who would have thought? Only 1 remains. You have bonus actions. Is there anything else you want to do?
I don't really have bonus moves.
That's fine. Yeah.
At least nobody that's out, yeah.
I have been watching Dimension 20 for the first time. This is not a super unrelated tangent. A Brennan Lee Mulligan thing for bonus actions is that he permits skill checks of mental stats as bonus actions. And I would like to propose that I want to test that out because I think that's a good bonus action. If you so wish, you can also just decline. But I want to say that anything that uses wisdom, charisma, or intelligence during a turn of initiative, if you have concentration, you can try a bonus action if you want. Just want to throw that out there.
Okay.
You don't have to.
Not really one of those kind of guys, you know.
That's totally fine. Just throwing that out there. If that is the case, we will move on. Cindy, it is your turn in initiative. There's 1 conscious shark remaining.
It's not the leader shark. The leader shark is gone.
The leader shark is on its belly and it is beginning to drift away.
And you can't catch it when it's knocked out.
Or not on its belly, it's belly up. That is correct that you cannot use a Pokeball when it is knocked out.
And how many sharks are left?
1. And it is very weakened and it is destined to attack Trevor on its next turn.
Neat. I'm gonna have Izzy use Dragon Rage on the last shark.
Okay.
So Dragon Rage is a 100-foot line that is 5 feet wide.
Yeah, it is quite the technique. Is it?
We need a DC 11 Dex check.
I was like, there's the penalty. I was like, this is coming from a Salandit. How is that not powerful? It's because it's DC 11. Let's see it. They get a natural 4. This will in fact connect. Please roll your damage.
Well, it would connect either way. It would just take half as much
true.
damage.
Correct.
17.
17 is exactly the amount of remaining hit points on this Sharpedo.
What?
Izzy unleashes a powerful beam of draconic energy from its mouth and defeats the last remaining Sharpedo, and as such, as an underleveled Pokemon within the Packo, it experiences an evolution to conclude this combat. It glows a brilliant white light, and it stands on 2 legs, and she comes out the other side looking sassy and ferocious as a Salazzle. Congratulations to Cindy.
Yay!
Overdue. What, the second Pokemon caught or something?
Yeah.
Cookie was
first.
I guess first caught, and then Izzy, yeah.
Yeah. So welcome to the party, Izzy the Salazzle. Very, very cool. And with that, combat is over. The sharks are drifting away into the sea. The combat felt like hours, but in reality, it was a matter of minutes. Not a few, but several minutes. And the ship, if you peer over the side, it's got some shark tooth marks. It's still going. It's still schmoving. But you are largely disoriented. There is not any substantial land in sight. And you are at sea. Packo. What's up? How you doing? What are you doing?
Navigator, how close are we to Duford.
Yes, a skilled navigator.
That's actually a really good question, and thank you for asking that one. Can I check if I can
Yeah.
figure this information out?
Yeah,
That's such a
your
great,
previous navigation roll was a nat 1. So if you're just looking at the map and trying to suss it out, you will need to get lucky. This is a hard DC.
I'm gonna try.
Okay.
Here we go.
What is this roll? What am I
Wisdom.
modifying? With?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Yeah. 16.
16 is exactly the DC that I was looking for to get any sort of idea of where you are. So luckily, you have a basic idea. According to Elodie's map and her so skillful usage of maps and her interpretations of them, the Packo is somewhere along Route 105. They did initially start heading the correct direction, but where they are currently, there are not any particularly helpful landmarks besides just rocky cliff faces just kind of jutting out of the water and stones that are about, and small little sandy islands that are scattered across the ocean. The topography here is very interesting. It is suggestive of perhaps the Hoenn is a volcanic region because there's deep, vast ocean with just spontaneous little islands coming out. It's almost like there might be some sort of tectonic or geothermal activity under the surface. I don't think Elodie determined that. I think that was just me kind of rambling on Hoenn.
That's all she realizes.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, there's volcanic activity around here for sure. Don't know what that means for our location.
I was just kind of going at it. I apologize.
So you're telling me another volcano's about to go off?
Maybe.
Oh no!
Who knows? So TLDR or TLDL, roughly in the right direction.
All right. I will tell my comrades that I believe that we are roughly headed in the right direction. Roughly. We may have gotten slightly disoriented because of the Sharpedo attack, and it's definitely not my fault.
Schmidt is like hard side-eyeing Elodie. All right, so we just keep going in the direction we're going.
Yeah, seems that way.
Okay. I would like to hurricane boost ourselves.
Yeah, please roll some sort of check for Jessica to perform that. Whatever hurricane is based on, I think it's Dex, right?
It's the DC.
Just roll a d20 and add your Dex mod.
What is the DC of nature? The wild.
Great question.
That was a natural 20.
Oh, natural 20. That's pretty dang good. Jessica flaps her wings in such a way that creates a wind funnel that heads. Well, just for clarity, what direction are you trying to push the ship? Which cardinal direction, if you had to pick?
The navigator. Which cardinal direction are we pushing the ship?
I believe we're trying to go south.
You gonna
south? It is
locking that in.
Yep, I have full faith in our navigator.
As you should. The wind funnel erupts, and only in a situation of a critical success such as this would you be granted triple movement speed.
Holy
you are
shit.
going
We're
very
zooming.
fast. Yeah, you are absolutely zooming. It is actually uncomfortable, and it kind of feels like the ship shouldn't be able to handle it, but it does. So you are going very incredibly fast to the south. It is in the afternoon. We're going to say roughly 3 p.m.-ish. And does anyone else have any flavor they'd want to do before I make you roll some things?
Nope.
I don't think so.
Okay.
No, we're good.
As you are on the ship, each of you have a duty, and you must perform it. I need a charismatic captain duty from Schmidt. I need a strength sailing duty from Gimli. I need a wisdom navigation duty from Elodie, and a roll of the mate's choice to keep morale high.
24 for strength.
Nice.
Is that
In the
me?
water.
Am I rolling?
You
to
are
keep
the mate. That is
spirits
you.
high?
Correct. You can do whatever you want, but you have to do
16
something.
on that charisma.
Nice. That's passing. That's good.
It was a 17, but my charisma is -1.
Yeah.
Fellas, I rolled a 6.
Okay. Love it.
Let's go.
Very good.
More than one. Let's go.
So I rolled a 17 on the dice.
Yeah. Do you know
I have
what
not
you're...
decided what I want to do with that yet. Maybe I
Okay.
do a little dance, like sing a ship song and dance.
Yes. Love it.
But because Cindy is not very ship savvy. It's a terrible ship song, but she's doing her best.
Well, roll your performance and see how bad it is. I know you just made a roll, but
Is it a
That's a 2.
sea shanty? Yeah.
sea shanty. Great. So
We are
because
shantying.
Two
you're
on the dice. I think
Let's
that's
go.
4 total.
so because your actual like doing the task was a good roll, and then your performance was bad, this does help keep the crew's spirits high because of how bad you are at this. Everyone enjoys it because they're like, haha, Cindy, stupid kid kind of thing.
True.
So
Which sea shanty are you singing?
I don't know.
come on, improv guys.
If you say Wellerman,
Yeah.
I'm throwing
Yeah,
you
gotta
off the ship.
Gotta do Wellerman, man. It's the classic.
No, I'm throwing you off the
Dude,
ship
no,
if you do
drunken,
Wellerman.
drunken Sailor, because that'd be so funny.
Drunken Sailor's really good.
Okay, sure.
Sure, that's what Cindy sings, and she sings it poorly, but the crew is pleased.
They
They do like it.
Somebody write a Pokemon spoof of that, please.
To be performed by Aerodactyl Smith.
So true.
Very good.
If somebody can write the lyrics, I'll sing it.
Based on this, give me one more D20 from Cindy, just a straight D20.
A nat 1.
A nat
You're
1.
welcome.
Very cool.
Oh.
So, okay. This fun performance that captures everyone's attention in combination with the very high speeds that the ship is traveling, in combination with Elodie's subpar navigation attempts. There's a crash. Boom! The ship collides into what seems to be a shore, but it is not visible. There's not a nearby island. There's some scraping against the bottom of the hull, and the ship takes 15 points of damage, now at 50 HP, as it gradually collides to a stop, and there are sounds under the ship like as if someone was breaking a lot of sticks, like kind of just all over. And gradually the ship grinds to a halt, and the ship is now more or less placed on top of something that is in the sea that seems to be a shore, but there's no land in sight.
Can I investigate what this is?
You absolutely may. What is your method? What are you trying to do?
I'm gonna look over the ship, like over the side of it.
Yeah, roll me intelligence.
16.
16 is pretty good. Yeah. To what you see, it looks like the ship has found itself nestled on a large array of shapes that seem to be natural of some sort. They're just rockety, kind of jaggedy shapes that are in the water that stretch as far as your vision will allow you with the sunlight filtering in. They are all very branchy. They're all very pink. You've collided with something wide and branchy and pink.
Wide and branchy and pink. Okay.
Can I jump into the water?
Yes.
And use my
No.
survival
What?
skills
No.
to unstick us from
Yes,
the situation.
can.
You gonna bench a boat? Is that what?
It's
I'm
in
not
the water.
sure.
It's not
How are
as
you-
heavy as it normally is.
You're a child.
And I have advantage for survival checks.
I gotta be honest. I'm not sure that pushing the boat can be survival.
The
What
boat
you
is
can
not survival, you dingus.
you can jump in the water.
Surviving the jumping into the water is.
Yes. So like you can make that roll for like your ability to swim. Absolutely. But to do anything in the water is going to require a different check.
It's
What
called
will
strength
it
athletics.
require?
Yeah, probably strength
Oh.
athletics, unless you had a different method for
Athletics, I have +3. So
doing. Yeah. You have expertise with survival. If you want to go for a swim, you are going to very likely handle these ocean currents.
So am I rolling to swim or am I rolling
if you're
to
jumping in the water,
strength?
you're rolling survival. You're swimming.
Okay. So for my swim, what's 16 plus 9?
It's high enough.
That's my
Um,
swim.
Cindy is an adept
Sweet.
swimmer.
Do we have rope?
I have rope.
Okay.
All right, my strength check,
Uh-huh. Do we need to enter
or
initiative for this,
athletics
guys?
check, is a dirty 20.
You're trying to push the ship?
or so, just unstick it in some capacity.
Okay, how are you doing so? I need a little more context here.
So it's a pink branchy guy.
With you swimming,
Several.
give me. Sorry, what was that, Schmidt?
I said it's several, right?
Yeah. I will. Yeah. Schmidt's roll was high enough. Cat's out of the bag. Without too many specifics, it seems that you are in a forest of coral. That seems to be the situation that is happening.
If some of the coral is alive, maybe I move them out of the way.
Okay.
Move them so they're not like stacked on top of wherever they are.
Are
So
you
that way
using
our ship
athletics
can
for
get
that?
Yes.
Okay. And
Which
what
is
was?
what gave me a dirty 20.
Okay. Roll some damage. Roll a d6 plus your strength.
For me to take damage.
Well, first, actually, sorry. Roll to hit. Actually. Just kidding.
Oh,
Anyway, we can
hit.
heal the boat. 'Cause
That
I have
am
a
I
plan,
hitting?
but it
I
might
think
do
that's
damage
called-
to the boat.
19 on the dice.
okay? Yeah, and then roll your damage. To answer Schmidt's question, perhaps.
Elodie, can you give some of your life force to heal the boat?
I feel like that's called repairing the boat,
Yeah, you could just.
and I
fix the
feel
boat.
like I can't use my life force for
Because
that.
my strength is -1.
Mm-hmm.
It's I rolled a 2 on the d6, so that's 1.
Okay. Cindy, in this situation, you definitely wanted to roll low. So this is good.
Okay.
This is a good thing for you. You did break the armor class of the coral, but you more or less just kind of nudged the closest one to your feet. As you have done so, you notice a chunk of coral kind of come loose, and it floats up to meet you. It's a delightful little pink creature with a very cute little smile, has a white underbelly, and it looks like its limbs are are branches of coral. And it floats up to look at you in the face, and it goes, "Caw!" And it is just a happy little guy, just looking at you.
Ah, yes. Can I request the coral friend and its friends to like unstick our ship?
Sure. What is your method of doing so?
Can I pet it without hurting it? Like, hello, friend.
I think the real question is, can you pet it without hurting yourself?
Fair. That's a risk I'm willing to take.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm already in the water.
Roll. I'm really sorry. I need 2 separate rolls for this. I need a Pokemon handling for your ability to pet it, and I need a persuasion for your ability to speak to it to do a thing.
Okay. My Pokemon handling is a 15.
Okay.
And then is it just charisma? Oh shit, that's in that one.
Okay. Great.
Never mind. I pet it, but
Yeah.
it
Yeah,
gets nothing.
You pet it, and you manage to only take 1 point of damage, which is very nice. As Cindy strokes the Corsola, its branches and limbs are incredibly jagged and sharp and rocky, and it does not feel good. And Cindy's flesh cuts very easily, but does not deal too much damage. Thankfully, it was not a very tenuous grip. Cindy speaks to the happy little guy, and the happy little guy just looks at her, just smiling, just unbothered, happy, moisturized in their lane.
Excellent.
Cindy's been having a lot of rolls. I need 1 more roll from Cindy. I'm so sorry. Just a wisdom perception.
16.
16. That was the same as Schmidt as before, but you are in the water. You can see that where you are swimming beneath your body and stretching out very, very far is pink. It is all pink. You are in a land of pink. Let's get some other rolls from other gamers.
How far is the pink?
As far down as the IE can see.
As far as depth, yes. As far as width, it seems like you skid approximately 40 feet into this coral area, and it stretches out at least that direction, or at least that amount in every direction from where you are centered, if not more. But if you went out the way you came in, it would be 40 feet of travel.
They're friendly.
To your personal approximate forward, it goes on past like the horizon, but to the other directions, it may be a little bit more, a little bit less.
I got a couple plans.
Okay.
One, I'm still trying to figure out the logistics of.
Mm-hmm.
We find some way to make the ship fly. So some combination of launching the ship and then hurricane to make it fly over the thing, or I can bring out Walter. I can have him hyper drill on the front of the boat, and then we can just kind of drill through it.
The coral are nice. Maybe if someone was more friendly than me, we could.
Yes, if there was somebody with absurdly high charisma and is
Right.
very friendly,
Yeah.
it's possible.
I will address the Corsola.
All of them.
Yes.
The field of
In-
Corsola. Hear me!
check.
Corsola.
Hello. I am your king now.
Friends, Romans, countrymen.
By all means, do. I need some context, some flavor.
Right.
Cindy's also vibing in the water. So.
Right. Got to be careful of that. So, I mean, like, which direction are we trying to go? Are we trying to get out of here? Or are we trying to get through the...
We're trying to keep going, right?
Right.
I mean-
Okay.
Yeah, that's the right direction, right? Based on our navigation.
Right.
Mm.
Right. Definitely. Totally.
Too bad you can't, like, sweet scent to sweet scent them elsewhere.
I would do that if I had a good smelling Pokemon that was not fainted. I
Do you have
probably
a
do
revive?
have a revive. I probably do.
I definitely do.
I do.
I have 2, but I'm in the water, so I don't know how well that helps.
Well, whose fault
I
is it?
guess. Wait.
Well, maybe
So-
there's a chance I left my backpack on the ship, and you can take one of my revives.
I do have a revive. The problem is just getting, I guess, Cabbage in a direction that is away. But like, if I could borrow a flying Pokemon to like carry her away,
Wait
Or
a
carry
second.
the scent away. Doesn't the scent like?
that's what I mean. Well, yeah, I guess the scent is the important part. But like, I guess we could just rely on the wind to do that. I don't know.
Or a flying type to blow the scent in the
Mhm.
direction we
Well,
want.
where will we get a flying type?
I have no idea.
So true.
Never seen a flying type in my life.
Stranded.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm willing to
I
lend
will-
Patricia.
Okay. Cool. Epic gaming moments.
Okay.
Friendship.
Go, Patricia.
Can I
Patricia's here.
can I transfer like can I use my healing touch to transfer HP to Cabbage, and would that revive her if I did that?
This is our first time encountering this, isn't it?
It is.
I don't know. What do you think?
How does that work in like regular D&D? Like when you heal somebody and they're
Well, usually you have to
unconscious.
make like death saves, right?
Mhm.
Yes, but
HP falls to 0.
yeah, but because we're not in a combat situation, she's safe in her ball. It's fine. I'm going to say that using Healing Touch to restore a Pokemon or a person that's at 0 HP requires a medicine check with a DC of 16. That is my decision.
I'll try it just
Okay.
to see.
I do, and I conceptualize this technique as like a gift that is consciously received, kind of, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, well, I believe that I have failed. Let me
Okay.
double check that. Yeah, I failed.
Okay, revive still
That's
works.
fine. I'll use the revive. Do I have to roll something to see how much HP she gets back?
You do, and
Or-
I think I wrote this down for once. Please tell me I did.
Hooray. I feel like you did. You wrote down the
Revive.
potion.
Yes, I have the formula.
Cool.
You can either do half or do Cabbage's level D12 plus 10.
That's a lot to roll. I'm just going to do half.
Okay, got it.
Do the math. Is that rounded down?
Yeah, we
assuming?
round down most things.
Got it. Okay, cool. Cabbage is back up.
Hi,
She's
Cabbage.
chill. What do coral eat? Fish food?
Plankton?
Lactose-free fish food.
Lactose-free fish food that I'm eating right now? I'm not even kidding.
What does coral eat?
Plankton.
Is that like what did plankton smell like? Like
The ocean.
Ocean water.
ocean water? Well, don't they like light up? I feel like that's like the whole like thing with
Depends
plankton.
on the type of plankton. There are species of plankton that light up.
Because I'm thinking, right, like, I feel like it's actually kind of hard to smell things, like, when you're in the ocean. So maybe we try to make it
when
look...
you breathe in the ocean, it doesn't go very far.
You're right.
Yeah, it is hard to
Typically,
smell things.
that's
Typically,
But
yeah.
like
not
sharks
usually
can
successful.
smell. Sharks can smell like blood in the water a great distance.
It's true. That's true.
So they can smell it because they can breathe water. We cannot smell it because we cannot breathe water. Science.
So we sweet scent the scent of blood to have more Sharpedo come and eat the Corsola.
Holy crap!
Well, Cindy's
Shit,
hand
dog.
is already
Natural
bleeding in the
selection.
water.
Natural
That is
selection.
a possibility. Like that's
That's
already
a terrible possibility. That's how we ruin the rest of the ship. They eat the ship. They're like, what are we gonna eat? The people or these rock things? This is weird. It's hard to trade off. I don't know.
So we've got two options, or some combination. Either Cabbage does the whole fish ocean smell, or I could like use dazzling gleam to like portray lights that could imitate plankton that they might try to eat. What do we think?
That second one seems really creative and kind of cool. So,
Why not both?
well, because we don't want to attract Sharpedo. Didn't I just go through this?
Well, that's if we put blood scent in the water, not
Thought that's
fish
well,
food.
I don't intend to put blood scent in the water.
oh, interesting. Okay. I thought the direction we were going.
Let's start with the dazzling gleam trying to imitate plankton. She'll like
They just go blind.
they just go blind. Well,
Yeah.
like trying to do it like underwater in a direction that is away from the ship.
Okay.
I like to imagine right now that Richie's just like the Corsola, just sitting there blinking, staring at us while we're trying to figure the shit out.
Yes, that's me. That's so true.
And Cindy's just treading water.
Yeah. Please describe to me like how you get Cabbage physically in this position to dazzling gleam underwater.
That's a really great question. Well, it would be helpful, Schmidt volunteered Patricia, if Schmidt could have Patricia hold Cabbage and then like fly her kind of away so that it's easier to get like close enough to the water to be able to put it in the water
I
as it
thought you
goes
were
away.
going to say have Patricia hold Cabbage underwater.
Oh, they will. Cabbage will stay above water, I think. But close enough to be able to put the lights underwater.
Okay. Pushing it a little bit. Put the light underwater, but be above water. I'm not
Well,
saying
it's
you
got a
can't
20
do
foot
it,
radius,
but
like,
you know what else is light that has a 20-foot radius? The sun. You are welcome to do it, please. And it could totally work. I don't want to discourage you too much, but I'm just saying.
okay.
If you want a proper gleam through a thick, viscous media, that's not the right word for it.
Medium.
Yeah. Consider. The DC will change, I will say that. The DC will change
Okay.
based on if you're above
All right.
water or in the water.
I
If she
still
can-
think we can make the boat fly.
Well, let's just try this first because I feel like this is a simpler plan. And also less damage long run for the boat.
Okay.
Because boats are not designed to fly or land after flying.
Or landing after flying I feel like is going to be an issue. But we can try it if this doesn't work. But I am willing if Patricia can dip Cabbage under the water while she does this. We can do that.
Okay.
Is this the plan?
This is the plan.
Okay. Patricia is consenting to this?
Yes.
Okay. How far away from the ship is this occurring?
Well, we'll start. I'm assuming they're like attention is kind of on us.
Yeah, kind of.
So if it can start, I guess, close to the ship so that the attention is on it and then move far away from the ship.
Okay. Give me a distance.
How vast does the distance of coral seem like from like left to right?
As far as you can see through the water.
Goddamn. I guess just give Cabbage and Patricia instruction to go as far as they can to get the Corsola away. I don't know.
So
I want
like
to give like an exact distance.
okay. So as far as they can may not be determinable. At least not at your
That's
current
true.
distance. You are welcome to say it, but I just want to confirm with you that it might be a voyage. A specific distance, I need relationship to the boat is what I'm looking for. If it's just a really big distance, that's fine. But if it's like probably this amount of feet, that is what I'm looking for.
Patricia's fly feet is 30 feet per turn, if that gives you a number to work with.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. What do we think, gang? 100 feet?
I still think we can fly.
Let's see how much 100 feet gets us.
Okay. Patricia will carry Cabbage. Patricia doesn't need any checks for this IMO unless you want them for some reason. To carry Cabbage 100 feet, I'm going to say bow side, just like forward. Is that correct? Or are you going to the side?
I was thinking the side.
Port or starboard?
Let's go port.
Port. To our player's perspective, to the left of the ship, Patricia carries Cabbage out, and if you are going to commence with this plan, please roll me a charisma check for Cabbage.
Cool. Would you say this is a performance?
Sure. I like it. It's a dazzling lights kind of thing, because you're not using it as an attack, so I'll buy it.
So that's a 28.
28 is a very high roll. And again, this is 100 feet port, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Patricia dips Cabbage underwater, and Cabbage kind of lets off some fairy lights underwater. From this distance, it was such a successful performance that everyone on the ship can see it. After a moment, there is a deep rumbling within the water. And then from all sorts of directions, you notice the pink is all moving and gathering. And you notice that the ship is beginning to move. And all of the coral is moving to the central location where these lights were shown off. The boat itself, Deez Nuts, is being dragged along the coral at the surface of the water, being pushed directly towards Patricia and Cabbage, who are just staying put. And eventually a small mound of Corsola begin emerging from the water to get as close to Cabbage as possible. After all of this occurs, the ship has been moved about 60 feet to the port. We're going to say relationally that's west, but we don't really know if it's west. And you are much, much closer to where Patricia and Cabbage started, and many of the Corsola are beginning to emerge out of the water. You are almost in like a land of coral at this point.
I see.
That sounds like an excellent point to launch yourself off so you can fly.
Should I get back in the boat?
New point of order. Actually, you are no longer swimming. You are standing on coral. You
Great.
do not. Actually, you know what? True. Roll a dexterity check.
5.
5. Nice. Nah, you actually fell over. And you got carried by the coral, and they poked you and stabbed you, and whew, you took 6 points of damage. Actually, very unfortunate. Cindy's back and butt and bottom of her legs are all cut up by being dragged along the coral. Not great. We haven't gotten a roll from Gimli in a while. Can you just give me a d20?
Yep. 18.
18. With an 18, Gimli observes that there's a distinct like line of Corsola that are moving that all have like their heads, like the branches on their heads just like chopped off. Like they're just not there. But they don't seem to mind that much. They're kind of just chilling. There's no blood or anything because they just seem to be coral rocky masses. But there's a significant number of coral that just don't have any branches on their heads.
Huh.
So now the boat plus Cindy is actually no longer in the water. You are on like a island of Corsola out in the sea as they are admiring Cabbage, being held by Patricia in the Hoenn Ocean, somewhere on Route 105.
Well, we do return to 2 plans here. One, we just have Cabbage and Jessica lead us forward and the Corsola carry us towards our destination. Or we let Schmidt launch the boat. One definitely seems more fun, but riskier.
True. Objectively. We're just going to destroy this rental boat because we're flying through the air and it's going to crash land because how do we stop it? We're thinking about the journey and not the actual landing of the destination.
Yeah, this is actually
It's all
about
about
the
journey,
journey,
not the
yeah.
Not about
destination.
destination.
I feel like we have to factor in that the ship's going to stop flying and hit something. Could be water. which would be still might be bad because water has like surface tension.
We can put Walter on the front of the boat so we can drill through whatever we're gonna land on.
You can drill through the surface tension.
Because that's how water works.
Actually, it would work that way.
Oh,
If you
well, I'm
if
not
you
an
pierce the
engineer, so I
surface
wouldn't
tension,
know.
you can actually like stop a lot of the impact from the rest of the boat.
So did somebody pull me back into the boat yet?
No, get back in the boat.
I
I
can
was gonna
I can
say,
pull
you
you
got-
back in the
You
boat.
have-
You got
Right,
out
you
on your own.
right,
Get
you
back
got
in on your
arms.
own.
Yeah, you jumped out. Like climb back in.
Can I roll to climb back in?
You should just be able to do it, but if you feel like for
Okay.
your spirit you want to roll, you are more than
I
welcome to.
don't want to fail that roll.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Just falls in back in the water. Like, God damn it.
Yeah.
And get cut again? No, thank you.
Corsola cut me up all over my body.
Hello, tech support.
And then I fell down the stairs and they bonked me on the head.
For clarity, all of the Corsola are just vacantly smiling at Cabbage. All of their attention is turned to Cabbage, except for the one that Cindy pet, and it's still looking at Cindy, just smiling, just kind of chilling. There are little murmurs all around you that are very quiet, but in unison they're loud. They're going, "Caw, caw, caw," and they're just like really, just being pleasant little guys.
Mm-hmm.
Love those dudes.
So cool.
They're doing so good. Oh, Packo's really good at translating. Oh, so is Bud. Bud can tell them to.
No,
To-
no, no, no,
Let's
no,
not.
no, no,
go
no,
elsewhere.
no, 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 no.
I don't even have Bud listed in my sheet yet. That's so
Uh
funny.
oh.
Actually, let me see who's in my party then.
I
Got
want to say you sent someone
Littlefoot.
else back, but I forget who. Maybe not.
Littlefoot,
Maybe it's Bud.
Brigolad, Lasagna,
I could do the research and see
Trevor.
because it's
Says
just
I have 5 and it's not Bud, so
okay.
Oh, you didn't keep
No.
Bud. You immediately yeeted him into the box.
No.
Hey, Bud, be my friend. Yoink.
yeah, I'll be busting him out pretty soon.
Smart,
though.
smart, smart,
Sending
smart.
you
No,
to
he's coming,
Pokemon
don't worry.
jail.
I had to cater to Littlefoot for a little bit, dude. Like,
Yeah,
Maybe an
Littlefoot do, like
inspiration.
Aurora Borealis situation stuff to also make shiny lights for the coral to follow.
well, aren't we still having the
Can you
problem
do
of getting
that?
drug along by the coral? Like, doesn't that not change the situation like at all?
Oh, we should have the coral take us to Dewford.
So true.
Have
That is
Quacko communicate with the coral.
Sure. Please give me his method and his words.
Whack.
Yes.
Whack. Wait.
Just be like, hey, what's going on? Are you guys good? Is there a possibility you could move out of the way for us?
Very funny.
I swear to fucking God.
Yes, absolutely. Does Quacko just kind of, where does he ask this question?
From the boat.
Just where in the boat? Does it matter?
Just off the side, yeah.
Just off the side, just stands there and goes for it. Yeah. Give
Quacks,
me
yeah.
give me a some sort of diplomatic check from Quacko. You could flavor it as charisma. I think you have to flavor it as charisma, actually. It's a charisma check.
That was a natural 3.
Nice.
And
He's
Quacko
got
has a
it.
-1 charisma.
Perfect. Quacko stands up on the side of the ship and holds out his wings and holds his leak high, and he says, "Quack!" And it echoes throughout the coral island, and they do not care.
Okay.
Quacko turns to Schmidt and says, "Quack!"
I feel that too, buddy. Well, I guess this is where we die.
I think we can try this plan of having the coral carry us. Of just
Would that not do damage to the boat?
No.
We're already stuck in it.
It didn't. Yeah, we're like on top of it now.
It's
so,
like crowd surfing.
Yeah,
Okay.
It only hurts a little.
we can fix it. I'm on board. I want to do this. Let's
I
go.
can fix the boat. It's like changing a
Elodie
tire.
has water types that could help, like, herd.
Oh my god, are we herding
herding?
the Corsola?
Why not?
Is it-
I'm gonna take
It's
out
just like
grape
the
juice
Great
and
Plains and
bubblegum.
the Cowboys, but we're doing this with Corsola and some water Pokemon.
I'm absolutely going to take out bubblegum and grape juice to help herd the Garcella.
Great, yeah. Bubblegum, the Brione, and Grape Juice, the shiny Swampert, appear on the scene, and they seem confused, but also pleased to be helping Elodie with something.
All right, let's do this. If everyone's on board, we can have Patricia and Cabbage move forward.
Of course.
And what exactly
And
are these
Grape
water
Juice
types
and-
doing?
They're
Pulling up the rear.
yeah, they're pulling up the rear. They're like shepherding the Corsola like along to like
Wild.
push them, encourage them along.
Okay.
Just an unreal revelation.
Yeah, this is definitely a method. I'm fond of it. I will need, I guess I need charisma checks from all three of those Pokemon, honestly.
Got it.
Does any of the other party members like want to assist in any way with their abilities?
I have no way to contribute to this scenario.
Okay.
I'm trying to see what I have.
Trying to see what I can do here, but I don't think I can.
Schmidt lays down on the boat, reminiscing about the good life he's had.
Yeah, because it's about to end.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, this is how we die on this boat.
So for the charisma, Cabbage got a 10.
Okay.
Bubblegum got an 18, and Grape Juice got a 19.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Cool. That works, and I'm gonna ask Schmidt. Patricia just consents to Cabbage directions, correct?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Patricia is just as confused on this manner as Schmidt is, I'm sure. Cabbage begins to shine yet again, and this garners a reaction from all the Corsola. They go, "Oh!" and they're all very excited, and they move towards the light. And we have Swampert and Brione in the back who, can you describe, they rolled well. Like, how are they ushering? Are they like physically gesturing, or are they communicating, or what are they doing?
I
They're
feel like
surfing.
it's like, yeah, they're like, definitely Grape Juice is surfing because that's her thing now.
Mhm.
And she just looks so cool and like inspirational, and like the Corsola are like just so happy about that situation. Like they're like, oh yeah, this is a cool Pokemon.
My mental image is like, have you seen the movie Babe?
The pig?
I have not.
Yes.
Yeah.
That herd sheep.
Yeah.
Not.
It's that, but water.
That's perfect.
That's what
Yes.
I'm envisioning.
Can I get a secret dexterity check for Cabbage?
Okay. Scared. Fear. That's a 10.
Okay. I will not describe anything that happens. You missed it. I'm sorry.
No.
So yeah, Cabbage glows lights, and the Corsola are excited. And as according to plan, the ship begins to move. The energy that Brione and Swampert are giving with their commands, also, like, they're ushering water a little bit to help push things along. And as such, they are kind of moisturizing the underside of Deez Nuts, which helps prevent taking any damage, which is very nice. You are beginning to move in the direction that you were trying to go. It's not quite as fast as you're going before, but you're being carried along. The ship has actually begun to rise kind of significantly. You currently find yourself lifted above sea level about 20 feet. If you jumped off the boat, you would tumble down some Corsola and it would hurt a lot, and you would land in Corsola and it would hurt a lot. But
I will not be jumping off the boat in the immediate future.
for the time being, it seems relatively safe. Does the Quacko
Great
Packo...
spot.
Sorry?
Saying great spot for launching.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyone have anything that they want to do at this moment, or is it time for me to subject you to something new?
I mean, I'm fine riding the Corsola into town.
Okay, yeah, if this is just the plan, then we can just have this be the plan.
This is something
I
new.
have a plan.
Okay. Schmidt, your life is about to end. Can you roll me a d20?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
That's a nat one.
Yeah, Schmidt fucking dies. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. He
just suddenly passes away.
No, this is not a skill check. It's a table, but
Okay. Oh,
that would be funny if he just fucking died.
Woof.
While Schmidt is lying on the deck, nihilistically, is he? What is his emotion? Is he crying? Is he okay?
Just being dramatic, baby.
Being dramatic, baby, as Schmidt is good at. Because he is so close to the water, he hears In his ears, something that does not sound like marching Corsola. It sounds like a voice. It says, "Hey, help! Hey, I'm down here. Help me!" Does he do anything with this information?
I swear to fucking God.
Not
Is this
again.
blood?
It's Bud's cousin.
Yeah, I'll look over the side of the boat and see if I can identify with my eyes what my ears have heard.
Sure. Because your last roll was a 1 to make something happen, I do need a proper investigation or perception check, your choice, for this one.
Well, it's a 2 on the die.
Okay. Yeah.
Rolled a 1 into a 2. That's how we're doing today.
Okay. It's not a nat 1. As you peer over the ship, there's just a lot of coral, like as far as you can see. But you see like a little blip of like something that is arguably humanoid, probably a person, probably. But they're so far away it's hard to tell. And there's like a little blue light emanating from them. And there's some movement as if trying to gather attention. They're not in the water. They're standing on the coral, but the coral's moving and they are like kind of slippery, slidey.
Hello?
You get a response. It says, "Hi, hello, help! I'm stuck. I'm gonna fall. Help!"
Okay. Can I throw them a rope?
Sure.
Can I borrow your rope?
Yeah.
Okay.
I gotcha.
Cool. You throw the rope. I'm gonna have them make a check. See if they can get it while you're passing by, because you will pass by eventually. Look at that. Dirty 20. Yeah, they grab it. Do you pull them up?
Yep.
Okay. You do so. The Packo is greeted by none other but one of their favorite types of people, a child. Not a very young child, but maybe like the kind of age that you would have seen at Roxanne's Academy. Probably like preteen to early teen looking. It's a boy with messy hair, dirty face. Seems like he's been out and about for a while. And he's joined by a peculiar Pokemon that appears to be a candle, but it is in fact sentient and moving and is flickering a blue flame. He pants heavily as he boards the ship. And he looks around and he says, "Oh, thank you all. I was stranded and all this coral came and now I'm here. Oh gosh." And it looks like,
How did you get out here?
What?
he says, I was trying an experiment and it didn't go how I thought it would, and I ended up out in the ocean, and then all the pink came along, and then you're all here." Oh, and he looks like he's a little injured. He's got some scrapes. He looks dirty. He looks like he's been kind of rough. He looks kind of skinny, like he might have not eaten in a while. He says, I'm Alex, and this is Litwick, and thank you for saving me."
Yeah. I'm still trying to figure out how you got all the way out.
Yeah, this is definitely something that's happening.
He says, "Well, I've been trying to be a good student, and so I've been trying to get more familiar with the Pokemon that I like a lot, like my buddy here, Litwick." And he points to Litwick, and Litwick goes, "Meow," and it seems like a cute, happy little guy. And he says, I was trying things that I probably shouldn't have." And he pulls out like a little rock. He pulls out like an amethyst deep purple kind of colored gem. And he says, I don't know how to put this without sounding crazy, but I was trying to talk to the spirits, and then they brought me out here, and I just want to go home.
That's
The
fair.
spirits?
Okay.
Oh my god.
Where's home?
Yeah.
He says, "Well, I'm not from here. I'm from the Unova region, but I'm staying with my family, and they live in Dewford Town. So I'm sure they're worried about me. I don't know how long I've been gone, but it's at least a day. So if you're going there, I'd really appreciate it."
Okay.
Really?
You're in luck.
We're on the way.
We are going to Dewford.
Luckily, yeah.
Slowly.
Alex says, "Oh boy, thank you so much. I just can't wait. I was hoping I'd get back in time for the show. Are you going for the show?"
There's a show?
Alex says, "Well, I guess show isn't really correct, but there's this place in Dewford. It's called Dewford Hall, and they have one of my favorite people coming to speak there. His name is Tyler, and he's just so smart. he has so many good things to say. And Dewford is really cool because, and he's just kind of rambling a bit. He says, Dewford's kind of separated, it's not near all the other places. And so they like having people visit. So I feel like if you adventurers go there and you go to Dewford Hall, it might be really fun.
Okay.
I'll probably check it out.
Okay.
We can go there, yeah.
Do we know who Tyler is?
History check on Tyler.
Sure.
Who the fuck is Tyler?
Hell yeah. I got a 17 on my Tyler roll.
17's pretty good. I'll give you some info.
Roll.
Yeah, it's a good Tyler roll. When you were in Westboro City and you were bombarded with advertisements, you did in fact see an advertisement for Tyler Caldwell performing at Dewford Hall. Or performing is incorrect, more like speaking at Dewford Hall, and it had a date on it, but you didn't really like care for it. But maybe you'll get there in time to catch it. Who knows?
So cool.
Isn't it still Cindy's birthday?
Correct.
I think that's tomorrow, isn't it?
Isn't it today? Or it might be
I'm
tomorrow.
pretty sure we got on this ship and I was like, it's my or it might be tomorrow. It might be tomorrow. Because like my birthday's tomorrow, and everybody was like, okay.
Yeah, we can get
And
your favorite person, Tyler Caldwell, for your birthday.
I'm pretty sure.
Cindy would
Fuck,
know
I
who
don't
it is.
remember now. This is bad. We should know if it's Cindy's birthday or not.
Because I remember, because it was
I know
like,
it was either the next day or that day.
Yes, but
Or was it we signed the contract for the boat and it was the day before, maybe?
yeah. So like, I remember we woke up after bowling, and then that was when we were like, when Cindy was like, "It's my birthday tomorrow," and we were like, "Oh, okay." But then like we left pretty much right after.
yes,
that.
correct. It is. Yes, thank
Okay.
you. You jogged my memory. It is Cindy's birthday tomorrow, so perhaps you can make it. Alex, kind of just now that he's safe, just kind of schlumps. He looks tired. He's literally just chilling. But there you go. that's Alex.
Okay.
More time has passed. We're gonna say it's getting closer to evening. We're gonna say it's like 6 p.m. You're just traveling the course, so it's not as fast as before, but it seems like you're going in a good direction. Let me get some seafaring rolls. Let's run it back. It's a long voyage. We got to do a lot of these rolls.
Can I ask Alex what the fuck happened?
Sure.
How we got out there?
Yeah. Is that just how you ask him? Just what happened?
Yeah.
Occultism.
Yeah. He seems kind of sleepy, but he's like, so I was trying to do this thing that my mom told me not to do when I first met Litwick, but it's called a seance. I don't know if it's a good idea or not, but me and Litwick, I just want to get closer, So I found this thing, and he pulls out his amethyst rock again, and he says, I don't know how good it is. I don't know if it actually matters or does anything, but I read out of a book, and then I saw a bunch of spooky friends, and they said, "Hey, you want to come with me?" And I said, "Yeah, I'd love to." And then the next thing I knew, I just woke up and I was on a small little island in the ocean.
How do any kids in the Pokemon world
Yeah, how do they survive? Yeah,
How do you live? Like what?
because like
It's like the white people in the infomercials.
right, because
I
if
mean,
you didn't
Cindy
roll a
literally
one on the
stumbled
die,
around
that kid was just
multiple
on an island.
regions, starting at the age of 10.
Sure, yeah.
It's plot armor, actually.
Yeah, might be relatable. But Alex says, "Yeah, it was kind of cool at first, but I don't know if I want to do it anymore. You guys can have this rock if you want it." He holds out this little
Ooh.
purple, spooky looking stone of sorts. I know the Packo is a fan of their stones.
Sure.
We
Yeah,
love
I'll
I wonder
take
if anybody
the
has a spooky Pokemon.
I'll take the spooky rock.
Is
Schmidt-
it like cube shaped? Not cube shaped. Plate
it-
shaped.
It is. What's the best way for me to describe it?
Right.
It's relatively oval. I don't want you to make this association at all, but the in-game image for a moonstone is like the shape of what it is, except it's colored like a dusk stone. Again, I don't want you to associate these things as like that's the function, but
Okay.
Gotcha.
it is jaggedy and kind of roughly oval, and it is semi-transparent in like a purple kind of way. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Alex says, I don't really like the person who sold it to me was a little kooky, but it seems like it works. I mean, I got this talk with ghosts, so if that's your intention, maybe it'll help you.
Oh fuck! I just had a bad idea.
Oh,
Let's
it
talk
helps you
to Zoe.
Yeah, like let's do that. Like that sounds like so much fun.
Hey kid, you want to join us in a seance?
Let's have a seance right fucking now.
On the
Let's
Child. Can
let's
we get
get out of
Did you
the.
know- He wants to have a seance.
He said he never
Just look at
wants
him.
to
Look at his
again.
face.
Holy
Yeah.
fuck! Holy fuck! I just had an idea. I just had an idea.
Yeah.
Kid, you know what Duford looks like, right?
The kid says, well, yeah, of course, I've been there.
Can we give Kid the Hooper ring?
Oh
Well,
my
but
God.
there's the whole issue of the fact that we need to bring the boat back to the rental place.
Just put the boat through the Hooper ring.
It'll land
Take-
on land.
Take the sail now.
Whoa.
We'll figure it out when we get there.
God.
Well,
I was like, why did you throw
Alright,
up?
alright.
there? Like,
Yes.
I will give the child the Hooper ring.
And we need to give him instruction on how to use it. We need
Yes,
to put
we
the
will give
sails
him-
down on the boat, make the boat like as small as possible to fit through the Hooper portal.
be so bad.
the perk that you rolled for the ship was rapid deploy and store sails. So there's like a little button, and it goes, and it just sucks into the deck. So that is pretty easy to do.
Okay, I press
Okay.
the button.
You do that. Did you have instructions, Elodie?
Yeah, we have to instruct the kid on
Right.
how to use the Hooper ring.
Okay, so you need to think of the place you're intending to go and intend to create a portal to go there. I don't know if this will work, but also probably intend it to be large enough for the boat to pass through. And then once you have that, you need to just toss it, and then it will open. So toss it like off the front of the ship. I'm assuming is the direction that we want it to be.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Corral,
Does he
cabbage,
understand?
and-
He's gonna make a roll to see if he understands. His eyes twinkle, and he looks at Elodie, and he looks at this very shiny golden bracelet, and he says, "Yeah, I get it." And he holds out his hand. Do you give to him?
And you also have to give it back to me when we're done.
He says, "Okay."
Okay. And then I will give it to him.
Okay. He's holding it and like inspecting it. He says, okay, I can see my house. Where am I throwing this?"
In front of the boat.
He thinks.
crash through this kid's house.
He says, "Okay, in front of the boat. Here I go." He's gonna make two rolls. One is the ring usage roll that you all make. Okay. Now he's gonna make his dexterity check for in front of the boat. Okay. And in a moment, a portal opens in front of the boat. He threw it well enough where it's like a frisbee, like 15 feet out. It does not look particularly large. It is not a particularly massive hole. However, as the ship gets near, it does seem to expand. And on the other side of it, through the portal, you see a child's bedroom.
Oh no!
The ship is probably mere moments. It is unlikely that anyone can prevent this situation from happening unless you have a drastic bonus action that you would like to take at the moment.
We're going to be rebuilding a few things.
Oh my God! I just can't.
No, we have. I know we should stop it, but I don't want to because it's so funny.
Okay. The
We
little
brought
kid
your
says,
son back.
We found your son. So sorry about the house.
the son was doing the seance, so it's his fault anyway.
Alex says, oh boy, we're going home. And then in a moment, not only does Deez Nuts and the entirety of the Packo and Alex, but probably roughly 100 or 200 Corsola all fly into a 2-bedroom home in Duford Island. There's immediate rubble and destruction and catastrophe, and everyone must make a DC 16 dexterity check for a house collapsing on top of you.
17.
I got a 16.
I got a 14.
You got a 3.
Nice. The kid also failed.
Oh no.
Cindy Cindy and
Can
the
I-
child. Yes, what are you saying?
Can I body block for the kid?
Sure. He rolled low enough so he doesn't get covered, but you will just take some of the damage then, if that works.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cindy and the child both take 60 points of house crashing damage.
60?
60.
Cindy is unconscious.
Makes
We're all
sense.
shocked.
How much is death?
Your same amount, but backwards.
Okay.
Negative. That's what I meant. Same amount, but negative.
You're negative max HP.
The thing is, I knew what you meant.
Yeah. The kid.
I'm not dead,
The
but I am
kid
unconscious.
would also take 60 points, which would have killed him, but Schmidt actually takes 30 of it. So he is knocked unconscious. Everyone else is going to be taking 30 points of house falling damage.
How much damage did Schmidt take?
He took 60 actually, because
Schmidt took 60?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he
Yeah.
took 30 and then 30 more,
yeah.
Well,
right?
Schmidt failed, right? Because the DC was 60.
Oh, did Schmidt
Oh,
fail?
Shit.
Yeah. Because I got a
Schmidt
14.
die?
No,
what's
it's
your
90. It's 90.
Yeah? Wait, what's your total HP?
70.
You're fine because that brings you to negative 20.
Yeah,
I mean, you're not
Okay.
fine. You're unconscious, but yes.
90
Yeah.
would have insta-killed
Cindy, yes, correct. And yeah, in a brief moment, the Packo find themselves along with like 200 or so Corsola in just a crime scene. It's a fucking
Horrifying.
disaster.
Yeah.
They
That's a horrible idea.
they're in the center of like a neighborhood kind of district. They can see the ocean, they can see the shore, 100 feet off to the north, and they are in Duford Town, and the house is gone, and they are in a boat, and Corsola are spilling out. They're going, go. They seem fine. Some of them have broken their branches, but they're all a little messed up. And there is kind of like a middle-aged couple standing right in front of the wreckage, holding bags full of groceries as they see that the home that they live in was spontaneously destroyed. And the portal bracelet is nowhere to be seen. It seems like perhaps it has found its way into this rubble as the portal closed behind them. This would be a great place to end the session, I think. Hello, and thank you all so much for listening to the 61st episode of Dunsparce and Drampa. Can't believe the podcast has made it this far, and it's all because of your support. Thinking of support, we have some new patrons. We have Shadow Leader Dawn, Nicole, Matthew, Mango-san, Sarah, and Tyrion. If you're one of those lovely supporters, thank you so much for deciding to support us in this way. If you're interested in what the Patreon page offers, you're welcome to come check it out at patreon.com/Dunsparce, DUNSPARCE. We sincerely appreciate all of your flexibility with us moving to a every other week schedule. It's going to do wonders for not only our mental health, but also for the quality of the podcast. Thank you so very, very much for listening, and we will see you next Tuesday. Okay, Grace, it's your turn.
Rainbow sherbet.
Is it sherbet
That's
or
all.
sherbet?
Herbert.
It's spelled sherbet, but I'm gonna say sherbet because that sounds better.
Herbert.
Sherbet.
I need a little bit more from Grace. What if you had to pick like an actual ice cream flavor? Like a real
actual,
one,
like-
not a cop out.
Are you calling rainbow sherbet a cop out?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yes. I am
I
too.
can't believe this.
Yeah,
Okay,
we're all
fine.
against here.
Ben and Jerry's dairy-free fish food.
There we go. Cool.
Ew.
It's
Fish
not.
food.
It's like
Yeah,
the
fish
jam
food.
band. It's not like fish. Like it's
Oh.
Yeah, it's not actual fish food, honey.
Yeah.
It's Ben and Jerry's ice cream.
Well, if it's dairy free, the fish might be able to have it.
true. We all know that fish
Are
are
you serious?
notoriously
Fish are
lactose
lactose
intolerant.
Yeah, it's like you go
Tolerant?
to PetSmart. It's like this is the dairy-free fish food, and then you just start scarfing fish food down. It's like an absolute gremlin,
I mean,
just
they're-
in the fish aisle. That's just Grace like scooping fish food into her mouth.
as she has the Jinjo expression.
Yeah.
I definitely have everything pulled up because I'm super responsible, and I definitely wasn't working on editing literally the exact same image that Melissa just posted in voice tags.
Wait, let me see. it.
Like literally this, I chose the same background photo. That's so funny.
Oh my god. I am sharing that one. That is so funny.
It's
That's
so great.
It's funnier as I look at it.
Oh my god. That
He's
is
got a handful
Me as
of fish
fuck.
food too.
Just the way he's looking too. Like he's like kind of embarrassed about it.
okay. I've
He's
shared
like,
it.
yeah, he's like shamefully about to munch that.
Ahoy, Quacko Packo. Where last we left
I don't
off.
want to play anymore.
Sorry.
I don't want to play anymore.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
Can
boy.
we restart? Yeah.
I have to
Never
restart it
mind.
now because you interrupted me. So
I'm
Run
so
that intro
sorry.
back.
so now you have to hear it again as much as you hate it.
Damn it!
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank
We
you.
gotta get through this first before I'm worried about capturing.
When Squid sneezed, I swear I saw Craig's name light up. I know that's not what happened because that's not how Craig works, but I was really concerned. Craig sneezed.
Craig doesn't sneeze.
Bless you, Craig.
Like that's not how Craig works. I know, but
For a
Bless you,
moment, I
Craig.
worried.